Welcome to RealEnglishConversations.net,
the podcast where you can study the art of real English conversations while listening to fun and interesting topics. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Real English Conversations. My name's Amy, and as usual, I have my sidekick Curtis with me.
Hello, everybody.
How are you doing today, Curtis?
I'm doing excellent. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's we're just in our house, appreciating how warm it is in here compared to how cold it is outside.
Staying warm.
We've been going through a little bit of Arctic cold front that's come into our province and made some pretty chilly temperatures.
I had to put a few layers on. A hoodie, a wool sweater, a jacket,
gloves, toque.
Oh.
It's been cold. But anyway, we're here with you because there's not much else to do right now. So what are we going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk about our recent vacation to a place called Sayulita, Mexico. And we're going to tell you a bit about what our experiences were.
Oh, our warm memories. Let's remember the days of warmth last week.
Reminiscing.
Yeah. What I think one of the biggest highlights of this trip for us in regards to the traveling was how quick it was for us to get from Canada to Mexico. How did our flight go this time?
It was super, super easy. It felt like, it took no time at all. It was only an 8-hour flight.
8 hours including the layover that we had at the one airport. So it was about 6 hours of flying with 2 hours of layover time. So not bad at all.
It was great not to go through customs or anything in the United States. Mm-hmm. It was basically a really short flight from our hometown to another city in Canada. Yeah. And then right from that city into Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Right, and then just a short 1 hour bus ride on the famous chicken buses, and I think our bus didn't have any shocks on it, so it was pretty bumpy. But we ended up arriving to our destination, completely seamless travel. It was a beautiful travel there and back. What was your first impression of Sayulita when we arrived?
I liked it. It seemed like a very active surf town on the Pacific Ocean. Mm-hmm. Not too small, but not too big either.
Yeah.
It had its touristy feel, but not overboard.
No, and it was really easy to get around, really easy to find everything. A beautiful beach that was right in the center of town, and on that same beach was where all the surfers were. So we had a little bit of a show every single night when we went down to watch the sunset. All the surfers were out getting their last waves in for the day.
And we could have, a few drinks and have a front row seat to all of the action pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. So what would you say was your favorite part of the vacation?
Hands down, the food. Oh, the food was so good. From the ceviche to the fish tacos, the best fish tacos I've ever had. And then, of course, dessert, which was churros.
And the cake lady.
Oh, the cake lady.
Oh, man. She had flans and tres leches, which is 3 milk cake. And
chocolate tres
leches. Jeez, I've never seen that. What a treat.
I'm a big chocolate freak.
Yeah. But of course, when you're staying in an area that's close to the ocean, you definitely have a lot of selection of very, very fresh seafood. But I would say the most impressive part about the food was how every single meal we had was really good.
Yeah, we never had a bad meal there.
No, and usually, you have a couple that are amazing, and then you have a couple that are, it's okay. It was just food.
Mediocre.
Yeah, mediocre, but really well priced. Just really, really high quality. Considering there was so many restaurants in town, I was expecting some of the meals to not be very good, but it was really good. What was your favorite meal?
Oh, my favorite meal. Oh, it's too many to mention pretty much, but my favorite meal, I would have to say, was the fish tacos.
Oh, the fish tacos. You know, if anybody knows how to make a taco right, it is Mexico. Oh, just amazing, amazing.
Super, super good. Was there anything else that was your favorite part about our trip?
Yeah, for me, of course, I enjoyed the food. I'm definitely a cook and a baker myself, so I have an appreciation for a lot of well-made food and really good flavors, you know, that complement each other. But for me, I would say my favorite part was being able to interact with the Spanish speakers, because I've been learning Spanish for quite a while now, and I've finally managed to get myself up to an intermediate level.
So it was a good opportunity to kind of fine-tune some skills.
I don't know about fine-tuning, but it was definitely a mark of progression for me, because when I look back to how I felt interacting with the people from our previous trip in Ecuador, I still felt pretty overwhelmed going into situations. I had to pre-think my words and prepare for situations. And when I would ask a question, this sound wall of Spanish would just come back. It sounded like, you know, where this time it was, you know, the sounds that were coming back to me, I could actually understand. And I was able to respond, and I was able to joke around. Mm-hmm. And it was just this different experience, and it gave me the warm fuzzy feeling every time that I talked with a local person.
Your interactions were pretty much everywhere, from restaurants, little convenience stores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they were great.
Yeah, and I felt really good. I was understood. I understood what was being said to me, so it was just a real moment of realization of my progression, of how far I've come within the last 6 months, and it really motivates me to do even better. So overall, Curtis, would you go back to Sayulita, or would you rather explore a different area of the world?
I would definitely go back there. No hesitation saying that. I just like the vibe and everything that we experienced, from the food to the people to how easy it was to get there and to get around.
And the weather.
Oh, yeah.
29 degrees and sunny every single day, not a drop of rain. Like, that's exactly what we needed compared to the weather in Canada.
Of course, I'd like to see other parts of the world, and you know, that are warm.
Yeah.
But I would definitely go back there.
I think for a short vacation, it's definitely a place that we will return to. But if we have a little bit more time to travel, like if we go for a month or 6 weeks maybe, we'll probably go a little bit further, because the travel time isn't such a big deal. But if we're taking like a week off for 10 days, I think Sayulita is going to be our place to go. That
would be the place. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for listening today. I hope you found it interesting, and we'll see you later.
See you guys. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast and you'd like to see a complete listing of everything we have to offer, including conversations, English expressions, and slang, be sure to check out our website at realenglishconversations.net.